Nigga, are you serious? So I just got home from work, checked out ECC Wee's podcast, right? And wow, dude, like it should be called How to Doo-Doo on Your Supporters, Volume 1. This guy's starting a new, I guess he's out of the N-Dub Nation, and he's starting some new thing called New Nation, whatever that means. Yeah. And pretty much talking about how he put the N-Dub Nation on the map, and how everybody in the N-Dub Nation copies him, and how he's like the Nintendo and everybody else is like the Sony. Yeah, he actually said that. But it's funny, dude, because especially when you see somebody that actually does copy a lot and is influenced by other people a lot, have the nerve to say that they're just so original. That kills me, and it's hilarious. Right, so he talks about the history of the N-Dub Nation and how he put N-Dub on the map. And he talks about his first N-Dub Nation video, and how Baron had the idea for it, which he did. And then he says he had the idea and he ran with it because Baron didn't, which is true. But stealing somebody's idea isn't very original, is it? Let me tell you guys what really happened. Baron came to us, well, in the chat. He's like, hey, you guys, send me some footage of you guys, like a few seconds of the footage, and I'm gonna put it all together, all the people that I want to be in the N-Dub Nation, and we're gonna make it like an NWO thing. And we're like, cool. And I told him, I was like, okay, if you're gonna do NWO thing, like make sure you use the NWO Wolfpack thing, because that will suit us better, right? So we all like agreed on that. Now some time went by and Baron wasn't making any videos, so I guess just surprisingly, he just went ahead and uploaded using both of our ideas, right? So the video, of course, was a success because he had a bunch of people in there that were pretty much just kept rewatching the video just to see their face. So yeah. Now that's just funny to me that somebody that prides themselves supposedly on being original, is video that put them on the map, is from a bunch of stolen ideas. Like he claims he's the Nintendo, and nigga, basically you just Milli Vanilli'd your way to the top, and you pretty much proved it in the video. It was very funny. But yeah, dude copies a lot of stuff and acts like he doesn't. First of all, his very first video was, like I told you guys before in the other old video that I deleted, his very first video was a reiteration of a video I had already done that he watched. Okay, this dude does black and white videos because I did black and white videos. Dude, like, this guy's taken plenty of advice from me and other people on YouTube, and he act like he's just super original and so entertaining. Like, no. The whole reason for this drone talk thing that he does is because he saw my comedy videos doing well, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, we're gonna try it out. Because I know, because as soon as he recorded it, he was the first person he was telling was me. He's like, oh, you gotta watch my video, let me know what you think. Because he was looking to me for approval, because he knows that I'm the reason why he started doing that. See, I can play this stupid game too. He tries to get on Dark Cloud for having a podcast. Ooh, he copied me. I was the first with the podcast, and that is a fact. That's how he talks. It's a fact. Like, nigga, really? Really? First off, since when are you the first dude to have a podcast? But if you want to go there, I know you got selective memory, and you're going to try to forget that this actually happened, but this did happen. Me, you, Solo, we're in a chat way before you even made videos on YouTube. Solo wanted all of us to write for that blog that he made, and me and you were like, didn't want to do it. But I said, okay, I don't think the blog thing's a good idea, but we should all do a PSN podcast, because I know it would be funny, because when we're all in there, it was hilarious. So yeah, that was a long time ago. Oh my gosh, you copied me. You see what I'm saying? And then he brings up BG's podcast that I was in, and he says, yeah, it's kind of funny that they have a podcast. Now BG has a podcast. Dude, let me tell you something. Me, Solo, Baron, Breezy, and Legend, I believe, we recorded a podcast during E3, you know, in June, way before you started your podcast. BG never uploaded it, but we recorded one. And it was about Nintendo. Right after we recorded a podcast about the Wii U. Long time ago. And you can ask anybody I just named if we did it, and they'll attest to it, because we did. And then your podcast was boring. That's like the most boring podcast I've ever listened to. And you're bragging about that? Really? I saw that it was an hour long. And I saw it was an hour long. I was like, okay, this better be good. 10 minutes in to the video, you already talking about, yeah. Do we have anything else we can talk about? Like, nigga, really? You gonna upload a video that's an hour and 10 minutes in, you already running out of stuff to say? We're supposed to listen to 50 minutes of you going, yeah. And then Say for Say, or whoever that dude is, your friend. That dude has zero charisma whatsoever and doesn't say anything. All he says is, yeah. Like, he's like your little yes man. Yeah. I mean, that's all good. You guys are friends and stuff, but on a podcast, I only hear no nigga talk about, yeah. I know, right? Word. Yeah. Pretty much take a dump on your subscribers. 99% of your subscriber base are either NW Nation members or NW Nation supporters. Dude, honestly, without this NW Nation thing, you probably have 30 subscribers. Actually, you probably wouldn't even be on YouTube anymore. You make a couple of your boring videos, and that would have been done. It would have been over. I don't like this new ECC, and you know what I'm talking about. Before this YouTube thing, ECC was very down to earth, very modest person. But this YouTube thing has actually changed this nigga. Like, he really thinks he's like the big stuff or something, right? Now, I know he's probably gonna say, oh, Trey, Baron, you guys act like that. But that's our personality. We actually act like that. We're not changing. You change. That's the difference. I like the old ECC. This new ECC, like, really? Go have a seat somewhere. Seriously.